Okay, yes, now?
Oh, let's listen.
Oh, let's listen, please.
Let's listen.
Yes.
Okay, Lenny, you can't hear because we turned it off.
Yeah, we turned the whole thing off.
Okay, let's see now. You have your mic on?
I hope so. Yep. Do I not have my mic on?
I don't hear
I see
anything.
it.
I hear nothing.
I see it.
Okay. Mark Visconti is saying okay now, although I hear nothing.
Well,
Red Dog, who's Jeff, says working well.
thank you. That you know
Richard
what?
Wing, very nice. I'm not getting anything.
That's not true. I tried last night. Oh,
wait,
well,
talk.
Booker's here.
Wait, it's no good if people are here if we can't. Steve, I've got no sound.
It's okay. Why don't you reboot your whole thing there?
Well, hello there.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing? How you doing, Laurie?
Not too good.
She's having technical difficulties over at her station.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you hear?
Yeah, he's fine.
Yes, you're fine.
Sounds good to me. I sound good.
Lenny, can you hear me? No. That's because you're not in here, Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny, we can always hear you, bro.
Well, he's saying.
I got a special surprise for Lenny.
Lenny says, holy mackerel about the sound.
Oh, here comes Angus.
Have you listened to your squeaking, Lenny?
Yeah, Lenny, really. You're broadcasting from in front of a windmill in a hurricane.
Or your frogs. We haven't heard his frogs lately, but that little squeaking.
Look at this. Somebody, hey.
What?
Is that a rental?
What?
Yeah, it's a rental. Yeah. It's from inside the original Jupiter 2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that the thing your father-in-law worked on?
Oh.
Yeah. No. He worked on he worked on the LEM, the Apollo mission, the thing that landed on the moon. He worked on that.
That's amazing. And his name is up there.
His name is up there.
About his father-in-law? His father-in-law was worked.
He worked for Grumman.
Oh, he worked with, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and during the Apollo missions, they lived in Houston. And because he was working for NASA down in there. And he worked on the LEM that landed on the moon and everything. And then he was such a big, because he was a big guy, he was like 6'5". At night, he would sit outside of Armstrong's house and keep the press away. You know? Him and a bunch of other guys. But Franny used to go swimming with his kids and everything, Armstrong's kids, when she was young.
Wow.
But wow. And of course, he had that strange story he told me that he heard in the control room that time I was telling you, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he overheard him say, the one control, I can't remember his name, was talking to Armstrong, and he says, have you seen anybody today? And he says, they're up on the hill watching us right now.
Ooh.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that creepy? Yeah, but he denies. I asked him again, and he denies it. But he's not all there these days.
Well, come on. I mean, you know.
Yeah, he's not doing
and like I said to you when you told me that story.
Wait. I'm hearing some wind.
No, there's no wind. There's no wind.
I hear the frogs, though.
You hear the frogs? Oh, shoot.
There they go.
Wait a minute.
How you doing, Lenny?
Wait, how everybody's on the air?
Yeah.
I thought you needed a hand.
We definitely need a hand.
But this sounds great.
Well, good. So there you go. No, it's sometimes the software, because there's so many. It gets, you know how it
you don't do things in the right order.
It gets in a loop, and so you know, it throws a digital distortion is like the worst thing. It's like, you know, it's not like too much gain. It's either there or it's not, and when it's there, it's pretty horrifying.
But wait, before we start, I may have to cut out early because the CPAP guy might be showing up.
On Friday night?
On Friday night?
Yeah, I guess he works late. I don't know.
Oh, if he hasn't fallen asleep
Yeah, he hasn't fallen asleep.
He needs to be bringing the AirSense 11, bro.
Steve's having problems with his.
Yeah.
Maybe they can help sort you.
Well, no, we're not.
What's the problem, Steve?
Tell him, Steve.
Well, she won't shut up, man. I mean, no matter what.
No, he's not trying to do, Lenny.
It's my wife.
No. It's
Got rid of the full mask one.
I got rid of the frickin' that thing.
Yeah.
Because it was squeaking out the sides.
It was.
I know.
Because it's weird. I mean, the numbers and stuff. I never even thought I'd be talking about anything like this. But it takes 15 pounds of air pressure to open the airway
for him.
For me, that's what it takes. So,
he was
according
very
to whatever the test
case.
was, and 55 events per minute.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
So now he's down to 5.
So
to
now
7
it's
events.
5 or less, which is what it's supposed to be.
Is that acceptable?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to
that's
be.
baseline. That's like perfect.
But he got the kind like you have. That's
but I got the one that's not. I don't want to do this. I couldn't do it. You can't talk. I mean, it's like and plus it just feels so bizarre. So I got the one that just goes underneath your nose.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like this. I forget what they call it, but it's so pliable and light, but it goes right back to its real position, that if you don't position it right, it feels like it's blocking my nose.
Well, the other morning he woke up and it was on his eyes.
Yeah, the other morning I woke up and the thing's going.
Yeah, right. I'm not feeling it.
No,
I found it great for stage,
Yeah, I tell you what.
I had a bigger mask, and I tried that, and if I tighten up the bottom ones, it stays in my face real nice. It doesn't leak or anything.
Yeah, I tried that too.
Well, Steve's face is
I
bigger
tried
than
it,
you.
and all of a sudden, because mine, the machine that I have, the whatever it is, the Air, whatever it is, it's the new machine. It knows when you fall asleep, and that's when it starts increasing the pressure because you're not having.
Right. Yeah.
But it does. It's called they call it a ramp or something like that. So I know when I fall asleep because all of a sudden when I have that thing on, I start to hear. And it's like, what is that? And she's going, is that you?
You look like a blowfish.
Yeah, no, it's just because I tried tightening it down. I said, no matter what, I'm tightening this bitch down like I'm in a dragster, and it made it like it was like a loop.
Steve, be careful. I've got these 2 things on either side of my nose where I tried to get it to work by tightening it down really tight. It made craters in the side of my nose.
Wow!
Don't do that. Not the way to make it work.
Mine doesn't do that. Mine is really. It's like a thing like it's like a thing like this that just goes right under my nose like this, and it's this really soft. Like it feels like you could tear it, but you can't. They're like this really thin latex, I guess, for lack of a better word, like really thin, and then it's got an oval opening, and as long as it's lined up with my nostrils, I'm breathing like a freaking champ.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty good.
But if it starts to move, or I do, but you know what? It's better than 55 episodes a minute.
I think that we might be helping someone because Tim McCullen says that he needs one because he wakes himself up snoring from the nasal and throat, and it sucks. So I told him he needs to go see a sleep doctor.
Yeah, you got to go get the sleep test.
Because you can die from it. And then somebody said, we're having a CPAP party.
We are having a CPAP party.
You stop breathing. You stop breathing when you're asleep.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something that I remember from when I was a little kid, like 9, 8 or something like that. I remember I would stop breathing just when I would hold my breath. I don't know why I would do that. And I would all of a sudden go, and it never made any sense to me because I didn't know that you were supposed to or not supposed to do it. Very strange thing. Then I turned. No.
But you guys helped Steve because
Yeah.
he would have never gone and done that.
No.
If you guys hadn't all. I said, look at how many people suffer with this.
If you guys didn't come out with your frickin' parade of.
So you helped him and you helped me.
Okay.
Because now he doesn't talk.
Who's this?
Now,
That's the mouse. Okay. I thought
Mouse.
it
Hey,
was
Joey.
a really good thing for us no, I thought it was a really good thing for us to talk about, honestly, and really honestly. What?
Nothing like health old related. Because that's all we've been talking about. No,
it's what we do.
Wait, I'm old.
No. It's these frickin' talent shows. It's American Idol. It's the talent shows. So I just saw something in passing today where somebody said these shows are destroying music. And I don't know whether that's true or it's not true, but I wonder if the career that you have, because you won it in a contest of some sort, is as gratifying as the ones like that we had, because Lord knows we didn't win anything.
Yeah.
I think it depends on where they came from.
what we're assuming is that those people that win the contests haven't done the work. And if you look at every one of them, they all worked really hard before they got there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
They would have, even because you notice that, the second, third, and fourth runner-ups all wind up recording contracts.
Jennifer Hudson.
Because they did the work. They just had to get noticed by something.
That's right.
Or singing with Queen.
Right.
Yeah.
I would not go see that.
I was thinking about that one.
I mean, what about Carrie Underwood, man? I mean,
Yep.
football.
What did she do?
I'm just.
But Adam Lambert I saw Queen and it's not the same.
How could it be?
Yeah, but it's
It
still
can't be.
Queen,
Yeah.
and it's still to people. We had this discussion one night, like the next best thing. They still get to hear somebody playing Queen's music live. People from Queen. So,
Interesting.
That's true.
Interesting fact. Interesting Queen Adam Lambert fact.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see the movie?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Do you remember when the truck driver gets out of the truck and they both go into the bathroom?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That was
that's
Adam
Adam
Lambert.
That was really
Yeah,
Adam
yeah.
Lambert.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did a little cameo there.
Yeah. But
I
Is
think
that what they're calling it now?
the contest thing, for as long as time has been standing with music, there's always been the Ted Max Amateur Hour,
Ted Max,
Yeah.
Star Search,
Yeah.
and on the one hand, I feel like, I hate the idea of music being a competition. Even when my kid was in marching band, and they used to come home crying like, we suck. And I'm like, it's music. It's not a sport. We're not supposed to get judged, but people do judge. And then in the long run, doesn't it really end up being a competition in music anyway?
Absolutely.
Who gets the Grammys? Who is on the Billboard Top 100? Who, not necessarily always the most talented people, but it's who people want to hear.
Yep.
And maybe it's not my music, but you can't take away from the fact that there's something there. Otherwise, people wouldn't want to listen to it. So
That's right, sugar.
yeah, exactly. Maury, though, really, I was thinking about that. Sugar was the #1 single, if I'm not mistaken, whatever year that was. I'm going to say maybe 1968, 69, 67, something like that. When you think about all of the
I think it's
other
later.
insane, amazing effing music that was going on that year.
69.
Okay, 69. So think about the music of 1969. Think about the bands that were playing. Think of what the Beatles were doing, what Zeppelin was doing, what the Rascals, like you name it. All these incredible bands that were doing, Pink Floyd, Dead, all those huge bands, Starship. Sugar Sugar is the #1 song of the free
And you
year.
know who the
Because they
music
have
supervisor was? Don Kirshner.
Yeah,
Don-
Don, when the monkeys broke up, he was sick of real humans.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm just going to make my own band in
Yeah,
cartoon.
exactly.
Yeah,
And that's what
and
the
like I
Archies
said,
were.
They
Right.
didn't have a cartoon on every Saturday that
Right.
kids wanted to watch.
This
And
next act is so fantastic
Hey,
that
I
we're
just-
going to have to bring them out now to entertain you and your
Let me
family.
tell you what, in the wasteland I lived in, I used to stay up till midnight to watch Don Kirshner.
Oh, everybody
Oh.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you remember when Paul Schaefer used to do his goof on Don Kirshner on
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live? And he
was
would
pretty good.
deadpan it just like Don Kirshner. No expression in his voice,
Yep.
no like expression on his face, just like, here is a band I
This-
discovered.
This next super group shot
I
us
really
out of nowhere.
Rock.
Yeah, I had a family emergency. And,
Don Kirshner.
And then what,
What?
the guy that had the rock and roll New Year's Eve? Dick Clark.
Dick Clark.
His show was on Saturdays, right? Saturday afternoon.
He was 17 when he started that show.
Yeah, in Philadelphia.
He introduced so many people to the world. though.
Amazing.
And like we said, Ed Sullivan, even all those crappy ass variety shows of the 70s, that they would have these people on. And I'd go, oh, well, I really don't want to watch Bobby Vinton, but he's having so-and-so on who I want to see tonight. So
But they
watch the
did
show.
get, when Shindig and Hullabaloo and all that stuff started to happen,
That was good.
there were so many of them. That's when the Seeds started, pushing too hard, and Doobie's band, Looking Glass,
Looking
and
Glass.
they were everywhere. There was all kinds of bands around then.
How about Paul Revere and the Raiders?
I saw
Yeah.
them in
Every day.
costume.
Right? In
saw-
full costume.
I saw him wearing the blue ones, man, with the fur.
Bang. The whole
Bang
yeah.
wearing the bass with the Vox bass
With the
that
big
he
hats
turned
and
upside down.
Yeah. That's how we got introduced to the music. So now there's none of that anymore. I actually personally love watching The Voice. I like to watch the auditions
Mhm.
Yeah.
because I love the fact that it's someone's voice. You don't care if they're
Yeah.
purple, if they're white, if they're black, if they're trans, if they're fat, if they're skinny, if they're young, if they're old, it's about the voice. And I love that. And I think that's one of those shows that does foster the talent as opposed to the appearance. But
Yes.
even American Idol, I remember Simon Cowell used to say to somebody like, you don't have the look of
Yeah.
American Idol, but that shit has totally turned around over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Well,
Lizzo?
because
Like
the
I
slug
fucking love
line-
Lizzo.
That's because the slug line for American Idol, which was based off of UK Idol or whatever it was,
Yeah.
it's a status thing. I mean, Idol. If before we got all into Me Too and all that stuff, Idol was someone who had the look and the talent and the this and the that, and it was a popularity contest basically.
And he's
But-
actually the one that put One Direction together.
Yeah.
Because they all auditioned for that English version and they didn't think any of them were good enough
Individually.
but Simon Cowell, who's got the record label and of course management for whoever, said, I want to put them together as a group.
Yeah.
And then had some professional
And
writers. like
and no
yourself.
matter what, Booker, you're right, because you can get there, but you can't stay there if you're not for real. And you
That's
didn't.
right. Yeah.
The
Other
it's-
thing is that when Mousy said the thing about it took the control of the A&R person that said they don't look right out of those people's hands, because truthfully, Jennifer Hudson would have almost never gotten signed.
Oh,
Yep.
right?
And the truth is, people like Aretha Franklin happened before MTV. If she happened during MTV era, she would have never gotten a deal. Think
so
about
many others.
Well, no, you're right, and the only reason she did because she was riding on the freeway But she already had
In a pink Cadillac.
she already had street cred. You can't,
Well,
you know, that's the queen. You can't not give her airtime no matter what. And especially, I remember it was a very fueled time about what they were playing and what they were not playing, and it was like
we watched Clive Davis's documentary, and he said that he listened to Meatloaf and said he didn't have the look, so he passed on Meatloaf.
Wow.
Yeah.
we went for the chicken instead.
Yeah, I'll have the fish.
There
Or
was
Salisbury
a band in New Jersey in the 90s, and they played as a band called Three Piece as a cover band, but they were an original band that was they called themselves Section 8. And they were like on the cusp. They had great songs. They had that whole grunge thing going on, really great players. One of the guys was from the band Trickster. So it was like this whole okay, so this crew of people, but they were really good. They were going to showcase at CBGB's, and they saw them at CBGB's, and then they brought them into Sony CBS in New York to do like in-house audition, and they lied to everyone, and they said, how old are you? And they said they were like 29, 30, something. These guys were well into their mid 30s or something. You know what they told them? They didn't give a shit what they sounded like. You're too old.
Yep.
You're too old, because it was all about the millennial grunt, you know, the Generation X at that time, the kids that were in their 20s, and they're like, nope, you're too old.
Well, because it's bean counters, and it's, you know, it's somebody looking at it's somebody looking at an algorithm based on sales.
Like how many hits
yes,
do
the
you
boy in the
have?
black sweatshirt.
The Rats, I believe the Rats showcased at CBGB's, and they told us that we were too ugly.
My God. At CBGB's, they
I
told
know.
Told you that? So Lenny, were they right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, the record companies told you that?
We had a band that was fronted by Pepe and Mickey. That's really ugly right there. And we still had 3 guys to go.
And Dee Snider's
But come on, Ian Anderson is not really the, you know, the hygiene when
What
he
about
first
Dee
came out.
Snider?
Yeah.
But it was Ian Anderson.
Yeah. But
But
I
you
don't
know,
think they were really going for the pop thing and along those lines, you know, where the other bands, they wanted to be popular bands. They wanted to be top 40 bands, whatever the top 40 was at the time. And just it's a weird business. And to Booker's point, you know, you're absolutely right. When it was just records, it was just records. And you just went by what it sounded like, which is why I like The Voice. But I remember, how many bands did you hear? And like Hall & Oates, I remember seeing them in concert for the first time. And I was like, oh shit, these guys are white? Like, you just had no idea. Well, you know, and vice versa. I mean, I always thought Classics 4, that band that did Spooky and Stormy, I always thought those guys were like, you know, like a Motown band, and they weren't at all. So
what about Wild Cherry?
Play that funky music, white boy.
He told that story.
The guitar player, Brian.
Brian
Bassett.
Good guitar player, too.
And I go and I look on, you know, on YouTube to try to find, there he is with this big giant afro, and it's, you know, and they were a prog band,
and they did Zeppelin,
and they did Zeppelin and whatever else, and they got misbooked, and they were at a dance club, and somebody came up to the drummer and coined the phrase, you better play some funky music, white boy. That's how they wrote the song. Absolutely. It's
a good example of that, about being mistaken, you know, when there were no videos. Singer Bobby Caldwell did a song called What You Won't Do for Love, right? Everybody thought he was black. He went on TV. He was on American Bandstand, and I remember friends saying, "That's not him." Bobby Caldwell is black. I was like going, no, it's not. I worked with him years later, and I said to him, I said, I had friends that swore you were black and that you weren't the real guy. And he said he got that from people that knew him.
That's funny.
Wow.
I'm
look
watching
at you.
St. Peter's.
I'm trying to read. Hang on, I gotta
No.
make. I
I'm
gotta
watching
make.
St. Peter's right now, Booker, and guess what? The game is tied at 17.
Wow.
Okay, I have a question about all that.
I'm looking at this.
How does everybody
There you
know
go.
these college basketball teams, like during the year? Do you watch it during the year and then you know who's good? Or, I mean, how do you know
What?
this?
What are we
For
talking
March
about?
Madness,
March Madness.
pick the brackets. Like how? I wouldn't know anything about any of them.
Well, you would have to watch.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is
They
why
televise it.
nobody
Yeah.
ever
Have you heard of Saturday?
ever.
Oh, Rem.
It's on every
Oh, no,
Saturday.
who is that? That's Lenny's dog?
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Bobo.
That's that's
Where's Bobo? Bring Bobo here.
Okay, here's the new one. If I can get her to hold still.
Eddie.
Oh, a new
Betty.
Betty. Oh,
Betty, babe.
Oh.
Can you see her? Betty.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
She's
Aw.
scared of everying.
Oh, that's how Miles Davis was like that when I first got him.
Miles Davis.
That's funny.
Oh, but they get along.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So where were we? I'm so.
Oh, we were talking about March Madness because I never see college basketball during the year, but maybe I just don't know anything about it.
It's usually on like Saturdays during the day.
Yeah.
So if you're not watching, and
So you guys watch that so you can figure out brackets for March?
oh, I
Well,
don't bother with
I've
brackets.
never
Nobody's
done a
brackets
bracket.
ever makes it.
The brackets never make it.
Let me tell you, those March Madness games, there's some exciting though.
They are the best. They're way better than the NBA. They're so much more exciting. And they all come down to like last second overtime buzzer beaters, and the kids are so excited. I mean, they're not, it's not like it's Kyrie and Kevin Durant who are like, oh, I have a hangnail. I have to stay out tonight. These kids are out there
I'm gonna tell you.
playing for blood, these kids.
But I'm going to tell you, when those guys are playing, that is some amazing stuff to watch.
Yeah. When they are playing.
Which guys? The college people?
Yeah.
No, well,
Oh,
the kids,
talking
yeah.
about the Nets.
The pros, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When they are playing.
when they're playing, they're amazing.
Who did I see? I saw the Nuggets and Toronto Raptors.
I don't know.
But
Oh, we hate those
I was a
Raptors.
huge Allen Iverson fan when he was with the Sixers.
but I'll tell you something. We had our high school had a good basketball team. We were like, whatever it was, we were that. And we had some great players on our team. But I remember having a birthday party at Spodioti's and Patrick Ewing came to the party.
Huge.
But not just huge. The size of his head was like, it's like, is that full in there? Is it? It blew my mind. He was so a nice guy, and his hand went around mine twice.
That's when you have to have
little.
him 6'11", 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
I had a thing with. I think I said this before, where Corey sang the national anthem at Gary Payton's charity basketball game, and I was allowed to go in the tunnel, right? And I was looking for Penny Hardaway to get a autograph of my son, and Magic Johnson walked up to me and bent over. Now, remind you, I'm almost 6'4". Okay,
Yeah.
he bent over and said, "How you doing, big fella?"
Hello?
And I'm like, the sheer size of him, because I'm like going, you think basketball players tall and skinny, right? He was 6 inches wider than me and just huge, 6'9".
I had a picture at a celebrity event with Dr. J, and he's older now, obviously. But man, the guy, it's like you just know that's thoroughbred DNA in there.
Yeah.
And
He was way taller than you.
oh yeah, well, and I don't ever experience that. I don't,
But there's some very tall people that can't play basketball.
Yes, there are.
Oh my God.
This is it. Well, somebody asked me about the original one.
That's the
He's in
original.
bad
Oh,
shape.
wow.
He's
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hurt.
Some girl gave him that in the
Yeah.
70s.
So
And
this
some
is the
drums.
modern, updated version, and he plays.
This is the latest one.
So I,
Just trying to-
showboat that I am,
Showboat that you are.
hold him up to a microphone, my vocal
He
mic,
has his own mic.
and then do the one-handed thing along in time because I can hear him in my in-ears. I can hear his time. So I'm playing along with him, and he's mic'd. It's
Impossible.
Yep.
impalpable.
True. Oh,
Just
yeah.
very true.
I was about to say, if I played with a drummer with a groove like that, I would beat him to death during the break.
He would beat himself to death he would just,
Well, he only comes out during the drum solo.
yeah, he's only during that, yeah. And it's funny because I always wanted to have one.
Want to watch it.
Yeah, I thought, that was the thing that, especially when the dog came out, that's the only time I ever heard girls make a noise during my drum solo besides, and I thought to myself, well, this is a great thing to have as my signature thing. This is my thing. Some guys spin their sticks, some guys play, do this and that, the other thing. I play with this thing. And I put it on a live album when we were doing the live album. I realized, what is that ticking? Because you can't see it. It's not, if you're not seeing it happen, all you're hearing is duck, 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 duck. And it's like, what happened to the drummer? He stopped playing. What's going on? And people are going, ah! So anyway, not my most well thought out career plan, but I love them dearly. And
He's almost trying to play in 7.
What?
It sounds like he's playing in 7, almost.
Yeah, it's
Almost.
you know what?
Almost.
It's a polyrhythm. I've seen that.
6.5.
It's a polyrhythm because I look at it like this. All right, slow it down for you new people. Come on. I look at that. Like in cut time. 1, 2, 1, and it's they have their own pace. They have their own road case.
Yes,
Yeah. It's a combination of like little weird things.
Well, yeah, that's my life. Combination of little weird things.
Come on.
So, what happened?
and a big weird thing over here.
Oh, the big. Well, yeah, not all that big.
Our dog.
Oh, that's a big weird.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Want to come up? Come here.
He's. We have animals.
Steve, I just noticed that's Remy swimming that you have in the background there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was your face.
I'll tell you why.
Purple.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Let me get him up to size for you. I had to learn to do this, and I figured since I had to learn to do this shit, I might as well have some fun with it. Wait a minute. Come on, where are you, boy? Come here.
Little bit.
All right. So let me get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it is come on back. No, there he is. Turn around. Because I'm doing this documentary with I'm doing this live documentary to Roy Orbison. He's got to stop or I'm going to puke. Go back to where you were. You were a lot cuter up there.
What
Because
is
I'm
it,
doing
that many?
what?
You guys are talking to me.
No, yeah, well, no.
I'm hearing some feedback there.
So anyway, I'm doing these background videos for this live documentary thing. It's the band plays the music and it's and the documentary stuff plays behind it. And so I was talking on the phone with our agent and he said, is there any way that you could because we have a great sizzle reel, but it's a typical sizzle reel with the band playing with lots of lights, and it's really that. But he said half of this, the cool factor of the show is the visual that goes along with it, right? Because there's like 75 or 90 minutes of really high-end visuals, and it's fun. And so I said, well,
You're going to put the rest of the people up?
What? Did what?
Oh, I see.
Am I? No, I'm not.
They're on the side.
Yeah, they're there.
They're like, the salad
No,
dressing.
I don't want them to be the
on
salad
the side.
dressing. No. Please don't. Please don't. And so I said to him, well, maybe I can take the background out of their sizzle reel and put the videos in there. Which you can, because you see that's my dog. That's him in the pool. And there's a thing called rotoscoping in Premiere Pro. And it's thank God.
Like going to school.
Man, I am going to freaking school. It's unbelievable. But the thing's amazing. It's AI. So all I had to do is outline the dog in one frame, and the AI follows him through the rest.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, wow.
And once it follows and once it finishes fine, I didn't even try. I mean, I made him glow because he was in space, but you can really, it's amazing. But with moving lights, it's like, holy, how do I do this? So I dug myself into a real hole, but I think at the end of the day, it's going to sell their show pretty well. So,
I agree. Now, I don't think Jeff's showing up tonight because he posted a picture of Stewart on
He's on the
stage
road,
last
right?
Yeah,
night.
they're in
Yeah,
Nashville
but
tonight
he-
and tomorrow.
But he said
Yeah.
last week that he was going to be coming live from there tonight. So maybe
Oh,
Judith
give him
put the
time.
kibosh on the whole thing.
Give them
Maybe
time. Give them time.
the tour
Maybe
manager.
the
will
tour
let
manager
him.
caught him.
Yeah. Or maybe, God forbid, he's actually working at his job. He doesn't have time to pop into the coffee clash here.
Unless he's lost on the time again, he'll show up at
Right.
like 2 minutes to 8.
Oh, like Verge
Yeah,
does
exactly.
too.
Yeah.
Right. No, what time is it there? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not near the pastures yet.
No.
No.
We're
lot
not
of people
ready
that
there.
have done
Although I gotta think that could be Joe's pasture if you really
No,
look at it.
This is just today is the anniversary of the Murray the K 5 nights, at the RKO Theater, the
Yeah.
debut of the Cream and Who and
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Who,
cream.
And
Love it.
right? And a lot of others, right?
Was that the one that was the who was on that? What was
It's
Pepe's
Mitch
band?
Ryder, Wilson Pickett, Smokey Robinson,
Wilson
the
Pickett.
Who, the Cream,
Damn.
Janet,
Who's the
Some lineup.
Blues?
The
You know,
cream.
Phil
The
Oakes,
Cream.
Simon and Garfunkel, the Young Rascals.
Young Rascals.
Yeah, it's and that's tonight actually. This is the day.
You going?
Wow.
No, I mean back in what was it, 67?
What am I going to wear?
Wow.
Is there a film of it?
Yeah, I think you can find it on YouTube.
Really? That would be amazing to see.
Really?
Is that that can't be Daltrey with short hair right behind you. Oh no, I see them on the right. They're in the middle on the next to, is that Ronnie Spector? I can't even see who's who.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
hard.
woman standing
The
there?
Who?
The Blues Magoos were there.
Oh, it is the
Let's-
Blues Magoos. I had
Oh, my
Castro
God.
on.
You ain't got nothing yet, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack-
Okay.
Jackie and the
Jeff was
Eagles.
on. What a
Yeah,
fun
Pepe was
guy
on the
he
show,
was.
and he was also one of the original cast of Hair.
Pepe
Yeah.
Castro.
wow.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
And he's Jack
Yeah.
Hogarth's
There he
Oh,
hey
is.
Jeff.
There he is.
Where is he? Where is he?
husband.
Oh,
Someone's supposed to
oh.
say it now?
Oh, Jeff.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
With all the pressure. I have to do
There he
this.
is.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Now you're in trouble.
What the? Hey, Jeff.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I know. That's why I love it. Have you ever seen the?
Wave.
She's.
Uh,
Moderate.
Bass and
Where did
vocals.
Judith go?
She just told me to fuck off.
Oh, I said, now you're in trouble, boy.
Uh-oh.
No, she said I'm-
already?
no,
Whoa, whoa.
She said I'm busy.
Okay, well, that's
Well,
what
you
you
put her on the
got.
spot.
Hey, listen, we're busy too. Mouse, you got your dolls? What are you all over there?
Yeah, I must have something here. Wait. I have Godzilla.
All right.
Jeff, are you like in Oregon still?
I got my guys with me. Jeff, you got any toys on the road?
Yeah, they're all downstairs. We're up.
Hello?
They're still on the road.
Hey, I think that she's really pissed off at him.
Oh.
Look, I mean,
Okay.
you don't ever see him act like this.
No, it's frozen, honey. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Here comes Lenny
Well, we
again.
can tell it's dinner
What are you
break.
doing, Lenny? Coming in twice? I love this. This is gonna.
Okay, you know what, Jeff?
What?
I know what you can do to smooth things over. Tell Judith we would like to have her as a guest on the show, and would she like to do it? Not tonight, but you know.
No, when she's talking to you again.
Would be interesting.
She said
Just
she'd do
frozen.
it. Blink
Yeah,
once
she
for
did.
yes.
Look at Lenny once for yes. Oh, Lenny, please. What's going on here?
I'm trying to do two things at once.
Yeah, don't do
Well,
that.
you
That's
are.
leave that to the professionals.
What?
I tell you what, I know that Jeff is a
Okay.
very easygoing guy because we had his brother on, and his brother said they had never gotten to a fight before in their lives.
Yeah, how's that possible? I
Yeah,
have a
how
brother.
is that possible?
I have a brother. How is that possible?
Because
Turn the camera around. I don't know.
Jeff is really the calm one, and Gary's the ball buster, but Jeff is very like tolerant. So
That's what I
I
thought.
would get that. I get that from him,
Yeah.
which is unusual for a drummer.
Yeah.
We tolerate nothing.
yeah, no, Jeff is very patient and tolerant. I guess he'd have to be doing what he's done for so many years with certain people.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah. So anyway,
Props to you, Jeff.
yeah, props to you, bro.
You have
You see the
control.
drums?
Next week.
No,
next
no,
week
where's
we'll
the
get a
drums? Where's the
complete report.
drums? Show the drums.
They're downstairs.
Uh-oh.
How are we supposed to see
What
that?
do we
get 'em.
do? Go get him.
We lost the other Lenny.
I'm having like
Oh, we lost the lady.
flashbacks right now. What is going on?
Wait.
I'm the real Lenny.
Nice. Very
And
good.
now you got two Steves.
No, you don't. Not anymore. No,
Okay.
they're all gone.
Okay.
They all left. Everyone
All
left.
right, shall we tell everybody
Who are you guys?
Should we tell everybody what?
what we watched last night?
Oh,
Play a
God.
clip from it?
Did you want to play the clip from it?
I said that earlier, don't you recall?
Oh,
The producer said it to you earlier, don't you recall?
God.
All right, we
This
wanted
is
to watch
actually pretty
something
funny.
because we've been watching, a lot of, serious stuff, Snowfall,
War, Snowfall. Have you seen
Yellowstone.
Snowfall? It's fabulous.
Snowfall's a great show.
Oh, it
Right.
is.
I haven't
And
seen
it's-
it.
Great show.
Oh, it's
It's about how crack started.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good.
Crack, the early days.
I might
didn't
have been
start
there
it.
at the time.
I thought that was Freebase.
Well,
No,
No,
It
that was
was
Free
not the
Bird.
not the same.
No.
Yeah, that's right. It was Free Bird.
and it's
Okay, so
filmed
now
in
hang on.
California.
All right, so I gotta find this.
It's on every Wednesday
I will play
night.
it for you. Is this it?
So we wanted to
No,
watch
that's-
a funny movie last
Yeah,
night.
so
And I found a thing we had never seen before. It's an old movie called Step Brothers with Will
yeah,
Ferrell.
here you go. This is it.
Have you
Oh,
ever
that
seen
movie's
Wait, has
hilarious.
anybody seen this movie?
I'm gonna get busted for this for sure.
Has anybody seen this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We had never
Oh
seen
yeah.
it.
Oh, it's
We were laughing
hilarious.
our asses off.
yeah, but
Then a part came on.
wait a minute. I gotta find the volume for this thing. Oh, here it is.
That's
I gotta give it an output. See, I edited it a little bit. Where the hell is it? Guest picks. Here it is.
because we were like shocked. We were like,
Because we
what?
couldn't believe what he said. And if you remember, well, you'll see.
Yeah.
Because, I have a friend that oh God.
Has the same name.
Yeah, here you go. Please play.
Okay, open your eyes. Whoa. You see that black smudge right there on the blade? Yeah. Look at that close. Pretty recognizable signature.
Why do you have Randy Jackson's autograph on a martial arts weapon?
Because I bumped into him and all I had on me was this samurai sword, and you're not gonna not get Randy Jackson's autographs, right?
I would have done the exact same thing.
Now, I took out the part where it said Randy Jackson from American Idol and sent it to my friend Randy Jackson from Zebra.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Have you ever seen this? And he went, of course. So many people like called me up and said, oh, you got to watch this because they say Randy Jackson.
Because, you know, after all.
Oh, good. But
Steve, you're off mic now.
What's that?
Turn your mic on.
Yeah, you're off mic.
Okay, sorry.
okay.
I have nothing better to do than, you know, create things
you enjoy doing that.
like this. Because it's about that time, isn't it?
Oh, it's pasture time?
What? Come on.
Oh, Frank Beatty says, it's the fucking Carolina wine mixer. No, Frank, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Oh, the Catalina wine mixer. You see, Booker, this is for your honor, bro. Can you not see it? You can't see it.
Bluebell.
Nice.
That's what else in Lenny's honor.
Here you go, Lenny. I got this.
Got
Please,
some in your
just
honor.
for you guys.
The whole,
I mean, I wanted to be.
homemade.
Oh, there's my little black Gumby.
And Mousie's honor.
Yeah, and there he is.
We were
Right.
going to
Yeah.
put chocolate ice cream in Angus's honor, and we didn't know what Joe Castelli was into.
Well, we
so-
know Joe Castelli. I could have put a CPAP back there; would have been fine. But,
I don't know. If
Best ice cream on the planet.
Oh my God, so
man.
the best.
It
You can't
is
get it around here in New Jersey.
we know that.
They used to have it at Outback Steakhouse.
Right. That's what you
Yeah.
told us.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They used to.
Used to.
They don't have anymore. When they had that little thing where they had to recall a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it came back, they didn't have it anymore.
Right. They had to recall it twice.
Yeah.
Bluebell. And we go to the store and it's like the whole
Man.
Bluebell section's gone and we didn't know about it. We're like, what's going on with Bluebell? There's no Bluebell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a prank. It was a prank that somebody did. And
Really?
was?
Yeah, it was a
That
prank.
sucks.
I wish I knew where they lived.
That's not even funny, man.
I know.
Check your ring camera. Booker's coming.
Yeah, watch out.
Well, I figured that I would make some cobbler. I'm going to make a peach cobbler and I'm going to make a blueberry for Steve because he doesn't like peaches.
She's making a peach cobbler for herself.
Okay.
Last food
And
weekend.
a blueberry cobbler for me.
Right. And then tomorrow I'm going to make some brownies and we can put the bluebell on top of that.
Wow.
So we have our weekend planned out with
Well, because
food.
we just got an upgrade to our insurance and we can have heart attacks for free.
All right, I'm going to get going. My CPAP guy is here. Has been for 15 minutes.
Ask him about did he bring the new machine?
I don't know. I've been making him wait outside.
No, go ask
my
him. Did he
God,
bring the
go.
AirSense 11?
Good move.
Angus, you
Yeah,
need this.
if he didn't, make him leave and go get
Yeah.
All right,
it. It worked for you. Remember that.
Yeah. This one, Mousy,
There it
this is
goes.
for you.
Mousy, is that cherry blossoms?
Yes.
No,
because
those
they're
are begonias. They're red
What?
Scarlet
Wow.
begonias behind you.
because the
Ah,
sky
See my cup?
sky
my-
is
It's
yellow.
Yellow and the sun was blue.
Yellow.
Yep. That's very cool. That's very cool. Well, yeah, it's because it's peak cherry blossoms now in Washington D.C. and in another couple weeks in New Jersey. There's Branch Brook Park that somewhere back in the early like 1900s or something, they were gifted a bunch of cherry trees from Japan.
Yep.
And so they bloom, and people go to Newark to see these. They're amazing. The trees
They're
have been
in
there.
Newark?
Oh,
I thought it was just Washington, D.C.
Wow.
No, Branch Brook Park in Newark. They have a cherry blossom festival every year, and bands. They have bandstands and food trucks and everything. It's absolutely, but it won't be for like another 2 weeks in Newark, but in DC.
Does it
they're
smell
full
good?
bloom.
Do they smell good?
Oh my God, amazing!
I
Like
did a bunch of shows in Tokyo in 2003 during cherry blossom season, and I couldn't breathe for 4 days.
oh my God, yeah,
And when I
Allergies?
came back home, allergies.
Yeah.
And I have not had an allergy reaction since that year. So
No,
whatever-
that's beautiful. That was your year's worth.
And do
your,
they grow cherries? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can eat?
yeah.
Really?
really? Not crab cherries? Real cherries?
No, I mean, some of them are decorative cherries, they call them, you know, just to see them. But yeah, I mean, we had one of those trees in my yard growing up, and my dad actually used to like cover it kind of with almost like mosquito netting to keep the birds out. Otherwise, they would just, as soon as they like the cherries came, they would come and pick them off. So, you know, when the season was full, we'd all go out there and pick the cherries and then eat them till we threw up. Pretty much.
Well, that's okay.
And then continue to eat more.
Wild cherry. In Long Island, we had wild cherry trees, and the cherries were little.
Yeah, and they have like a little bit of sourness to them, and they're really good.
But my neighbor, the across the street neighbor, used to make wine from it, and she would always give us a couple of bottles of it, and my father would put it on the counter, and we would sneak some.
Oh yes, great over ice cream.
Yeah.
No.
You kind of have to.
All right.
Okay. I guess it's bail time.
Yes,
Really?
so.
It's been fun. It's been a great time.
It's been fun and it's
Anybody
been real.
plan or got gigs?
Yeah,
I'm at Joe's Pub tomorrow playing in a show called Disco Dicks and Dykes.
Okay, where is that?
Joe's Pub.
There's a woman named Kelly Say she's one of the singers on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, cool.
Where is it?
Wonderful. She's a wonderful vocalist. She really is.
What city is it?
Is that in town or is it in?
It's at Joe's Pub at 9 p.m. tomorrow night.
Cool. Joe's Pub, NYC. Be there,
at
be
9
square.
p.m.?
9 p.m.
Very nice.
I'm working in Clifton tomorrow with a band called The Cliffs, horn band. They're really good at Clifton and Shannon Rose.
Really?
Yeah, I'm psyched. I'm psyched.
What are they called again? The what?
The Cliffs. The Cliffs.
The Cliffs.
I don't want you to see. My high end's going a little bit. I don't want to tell you what I thought you said.
Okay. And actually, they're from Asbury Park. They're not from Clifton, but they just happened to get the gig. They're called The Cliffs.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the name of
The Ledge.
Shannon Rose in Clifton.
And tomorrow night, friend
Shannon Rose.
Shannon Rose.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I heard that.
Okay, Shannon Rose in Clifton with the Cliffs.
Okay,
What are you doing, Costelli? What are you doing?
I'm not doing it, but tomorrow night, a friend of the show, Dick Boak, has the second annual Dick Boak Bash with Steve Miller and Marty Stewart. And remind me, Steve, to tell you the Marty Stewart, Roy Orbison land story, if you don't already know it. So,
well, if that's very interesting. I don't know it, but yeah, please tell me because I'm collecting all that stuff for the doc. It's really going to be fun.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
And at the Tabernacle, we have April 9th, Amy Helm and Steve Forbert.
Okay, Joe, you got to repeat all that because I was still typing mouse.
He'll send us a text. Okay?
I got to let the people up. The children of the lawn.
Children of the lawn need to know your dates again.
Also,
Joe.
so you know, Joe's Pub is in the public theater.
Right.
Is where? The public
in the public theater.
In the public theater.
Okay, Joe's Pub is in the public theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like spy talk.
I gotta go.
It's in the public theater.
Bye, Angus. Good luck.
See you.
Take care there,
See you
CPAP.
soon.
Bye, Angus.
Okay, so one more time for the children of the lawn, Joe.
Okay, when is it?
Tomorrow night is the Boak Bash in Easton, Pennsylvania, at the State Theater. It's Steve Miller, Marty Stewart, a bunch of other acts playing.
The Boak Bash?
Boak, B-O-A-K.
Boak Bash for Dick Boak.
Joe
Dick sets it up with a lot of those signature Martin players, and it's a charity event.
Yeah, is your Dick Boak? No, it's just sleeping.
Oh, can anybody go?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
it's open
Joe's
to the
playing
public
tomorrow night at the boat.
at the State Theater in Easton, PA.
Boak, B-O-A-K.
State Theater. I don't type very fast.
No, you don't.
And then, I mean, I can tell you about it again,
use
but
two
April
hands,
9th at the Tabernacle, April 9th, we have Amy Helm and Steve Forbert. And then way in the summer, what was that?
Eastern PA.
Easton.
EASTON.
Easton, the home of Larry Holmes. Am I right?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
Easton, Pennsylvania.
Maybe they're not perverts and don't know this.
Larry Holmes, you nut job.
They said John.
Steeltown.
What the hell is Lenny doing?
I don't know, but
Joe
she
is
just
playing
thought we were talking about Johnny Holmes. So come on.
Joe
Now,
is
let
playing
me tell you,
tomorrow
since you
night at
brought
the
up
State-
Magic Johnson, that is the biggest waste of a porn name I've ever heard in my life. On a basketball career, really?
What time tomorrow night, Joe?
I have to look it up. Call it 8
It's a
o'clock.
test?
One
There's a-
Listen,
There's
Mrs.
a
Gold.
show on HBO Max called Winning, the story of the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's about when he was drafted into
Oh.
everything. It's great.
Okay, we'll have to see that.
It's on HBO Max.
Okay, Joe, did you
The
say
show's
Joe
at
Walsh was gonna be
7:30.
there?
The show's at 7:30. Steve Miller, Marty Stewart, Roseanne Cash,
Wow.
Lawrence Juber, Craig Thatcher, so on and so forth.
How you
Steve
got
Miller.
Joe Walsh out of that, I'll never know.
Steve Miller, Roseanne Cash,
Marty Stewart.
Oh, this
Matt
is-
Beck's playing with her.
no, Matt's playing with.
I'm kind of sorry I even said it.
And
So am I.
many more.
I like that Marty Stewart.
Yeah, I like him too. What's with the thing, though?
Oh, Marty Stewart.
I like the way he wears his hat.
Yeah, no, Marty's great. That band is fantastic. And
Are you going to be there?
I
He's
may.
the one with the real tight pants.
Oh, you could do me a huge favor then, but we'll talk about that at another time.
Okay, yeah, well, offline.
One of these days, I'll ask you to do me a favor.
Okay, so Mousie's in Clifton, New Jersey tomorrow night at the Shannon
Are
Road.
you trying to get hired by E?
Booker's at the Public Theater at Joe's Pub.
Joe is playing tomorrow night at the State Theater in Easton, Pennsylvania, 7:30. Steve Miller, Roseanne Cash, and Marty Stewart. And Booker is, wait, I wrote it down. I gotta find it.
Joe's Pub in the Public Theater.
Joe is playing at Joe's Pub, New York City, 9 p.m. Public Theater.
Woohoo!
Right.
Good job,
Okay.
Lawrence.
And Lenny's gonna smoke some pot.
Lenny's in Antigua, living
Yeah.
the life.
Listen, run while you can.
Lenny, did
Yeah.
Angus get you a date on the books?
Yeah, did he get you a date, Lenny, for your return performance?
No.
He will.
I have no words. Yeah.
And then just one quick question, Lenny. Do you prefer the joint or the pipe?
It changes.
Hey, just
This
for
is-
you too, Steve.
No,
wait. I can't look at that.
What is that?
I don't know. That's what I smoked with. But,
Yeah, but
that's
it's
pretty weird.
invisible.
It's,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
invisible.
I can't.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Okay, yes, you are. Okay, listen, thanks for coming down
Bye,
and bringing us
everyone.
down with you.
Have a good week. Take care.
Hey,
Be
have a
safe.
great weekend. Love you
Everybody.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
On. Bye,
Yeah, good.
Tallulah.
Go away.
We'll see you next week.
Work
Have
on.
great gigs.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got enough.
Be careful out there.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
What?
What happened here? Wait a minute. What
He
happened?
wants to do a show now.
You want to do your show now?
Yeah.
What is this?
Sue prefers the vape.
I'm hitting
I don't
wrong
wanna-
buttons. There are wrong
wanna
buttons
see-
being
I
hit
saw
by
that
me.
On martial arts.
This needs to
Like that's
stop.
unusual.
Okay, sorry. What
Sue
now?
prefers the vape pen.
Yes, the boy out. Yes,
Are we still cool?
What's that mean?
very cool.
Good. I had a question. With Rat Race, did you ever do the song "On the Air"? Peter Gabriel.
Why am I hearing Barracuda?
Wait, did you ever play what
Okay,
song?
did I? What?
That's your fish, not mine.
Yeah, no, I got it. It was mine. What did I ever play? What song? Sorry.
On the Air.
On the Air?
I don't know
Peter Gabriel song.
No.
No.
Mm-mm. No.
They
The
didn't
closest
do
we
that.
got to Peter Gabriel was we did some of the Genesis stuff. What's that song?
Turn it on.
Yeah. Turn it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when,
Genesis.
When Jack was in the band.
yeah, but it's when Phil Collins was singing.
Yeah.
It was after Peter.
And what was the
Gabriel.
other thing that we did by then? We did a couple songs by then.
Oh, Sue Lucente said great song.
Yeah, good songs. Good songs.
Yeah. So if you get a chance, look up On the Air by Peter Gabriel. It's like early Peter Gabriel. It's a great track. I can see a band.
I will.
I could see a band doing it.
Okay, well that's good because I got an album to
no
make
longer
now.
together.
So. What?
He said you can see your band doing it.
Oh, my band doing
This
it.
band
Well,
is
yeah, my
Yeah.
band
Your
is.
band can certainly do it.
You know what? Where there's a will, there's a way.
And
Well, I thought if anybody had done it, it would have been you guys.
Yeah, that's true. I'll listen to it.
they didn't do a lot of avant-garde kind of.
No, of course not. We didn't do Birds of Fire by a Mahavishnu Orchestra or Miles Beyond, but we didn't do any of that stuff.
Well,
Yeah, it's
we
hard to
did
dance to.
avant-garde stuff.
Peter Gabriel's like in a different
Oh, okay.
kind of avant-garde. Lenny, did you find the Twisted Sister documentary to find out to hear them say about throwing shit at them?
No, I did not. Can you tell me where it is?
I will right now.
Send me where it is.
Did you where it is? Can't you wait?
She's going to tell you where it is right now.
If you tell me where it is, I'll forget.
We're counting on it.
Let's see.
Okay,
Hulu.
okay.
Can you remember that?
Hulu, like the dance that they don't do on your island.
Yeah. We don't do Hulu here.
Okay.
There you go. So that's what station.
Yeah, there it is. We'll tape it for
You
you.
can watch it on Hulu.
No.
Yeah, send it to me.
What
We'll
did
send it to you.
when Gabrielle lived in the States? Was she in the music business at all?
Yeah, actually, yeah, she was. She worked in a studio in Long Island City for a while, and yeah, she was always around music. She was kind of like a groupie girl.
Huh.
You know,
We should have her on the show.
she liked music. She liked musicians.
Well,
she has good taste.
But she fell for me.
Well, that's okay.
You know what? And she's very happy.
That's right. She did very well to fall for you, pal.
I mean, you two are very much in love.
Because we're sure you
tell.
broke the fall.
Well, well then, where the hell is she?
Well, I think she's down on that planet behind you.
But Nectar, she lived with them.
Yeah, and those guys they just went out on the road.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, on that happy note.
And we want to have her on the show too.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Would
we
she
should
do
do the
it?
Gabrielle show. Would she do it?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so we'll have Angus.
I'll
set
have
you
my
both
people
up
call your people.
separately.
Yeah, easy for me to say. Yeah, well, yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, no problem.
I'll do it.
Well,
Sure.
is she camera shy?
I'm not thinking so.
Of course, she's a girl. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye,
Sorry.
lady.
Thank
See
you
you
very
next
much,
week.
Steve.
Oh wait, we have
You're
to
welcome.
set up your
What
show.
now?
You're a man of much patience.
Oh my God, yes, and most of them are dying.
Oh man.
She's running her own show over there. The dog's swimming around. I'm a history lesson, pal. I'm gonna go eat some dinner.
I'll see you later.
Take care, bud.
Bye, lady.
Thanks, man.
Okay. That show flew by.
Man,
and we were
it's-
over by 13 minutes.
Wow. Are we gonna get fined?
Nope.
What was the music track today? Oh, right, the horror rock suite.
Right.
So maybe I'll have to play the original one of these days. I'll have to play the original Horror Rock for you. There are 4 versions. It's the original from 85, the Entwistle Band from 90, whatever, 2012 movie, and 103, the Horror Rock Suite. So on that happy note, if I don't see you in the future.
Oh, Monday. We're having Brad on?
We're having Brad on.
Okay, Monday.
Yeah,
Brad
Monday.
and Colby.
Where's Big Brad? Where's Brad's thing, man? Where's his thing? We used to have the Brad thing right here.
The Brad thing?
I don't know.
Well, it's called
I'm having a Brad day. Here you go. It's called Rock and Roll and Review with Brad Congress.
Well, I have it as called The Roots of Rock with Brad
Well,
Congress.
I got a sign that says it with a burning drumstick. So guess what?
Now I got to change mine?
Well,
Rock and Roll in Review. Okay. With Brad Congress. All right, everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. There's plenty of concerts for you to go to again. I love Remy and Purple too.
And if I don't see you in the future, I will see you in the pasture. I will be there in the pasture.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, I know. Turn your mic off.